Hello again. We are on the last video for Chapter 12. So accounting for public sector organizations, they have their own sets of rules. There's a public sector accounting handbook, and that outlines the standards. So if you are working for the government doing accounting, you will find, or auditing for that matter, looking at the PSA handbook and following what they did kind of through a yearly cycle will help you. 5 financial statements are required: the usual statement of financial position, statement of operations, remeasurement gains or losses, so that's kind of new, change in net debt, surplus and deficit, so that's new, and a statement of cash flow. So both of these are new, and they're going to vary. Even just looking at the governments, there's municipal or the city government, there's the provincial government, and there's the federal government. Then there's quasi governmental organizations that would have their own kinds of standards. So on page 15, basically this is a little chart that tells you how to decide what standards you're using. So basically, is it part of the public sector? If it's no, you're using the CPA Handbook of Accounting. If it's yes, then it's broken into 3 different pieces: government partnerships, government organizations, government and government components. So government and government components, like you're just working for the City of Edmonton, you look at the PSA Handbook. If there's business enterprises, then you're looking for ASPE. Not-for-profit, then you're looking at the not-for-profit accounting we just learned. Other government organizations, the PSA Handbook, or ASPE. So it'll depend on what kind. Government partnerships, again, anytime you've got business mixed in, then you're looking at adding the ASPE stuff. But if it's public sector, it's all the CPA Handbook for public sector. And one or more private partners, standards are determined by the partners. So this is government, I think I read this wrong, government business partnership, only public sector. Okay, then that's the, we're looking at IFRS then. And here, only public sector entity partners, and it's non-business government. So that's the public sector handbook. So basically, if there's business involved in partnerships, you're using the CPAC handbook, either or IFRS. No businesses involved, then public sector accounting handbook. And that's really about all you need to know for this course. Once you actually start working with government organizations, you will find a lot more. But it's just much too broad to start covering it all here. As part of the not-for-profit course that Greg Springate offers, it's an option. There's also public sector accounting mixed in with it, which he does in a lot of detail. So if you are interested in more of that, I suggest you sign up for his course. Okay, here's our suggested problems. In particular, this one, 12.2, 12.3, and 12.5. Oh, I don't have 12 anymore. Maybe move this one over here. All 3 of those circled ones you can practice statements. The other ones have entries, a combination of entries and statements, but you have to know both. So you do have to know the entries and posting to statements, the difference with deferral and restricted funds. So hopefully that gave you an idea of this works, and gave you some examples and explanations. And yes, I'll see you either at office hours if you come, or I'll hear from you in email, or see you on the next recording for chapter 10. So chapter 10 is the next chapter we're doing, and it's all translating foreign currency when you're making entries. Okay, take care.